Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to build an emergency pressurized shower. Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to build ourselves an emergency pressurized shower. This can be used when your water heater goes down, power's out, whatever. Something like this can come really in handy. It's good for camping. It's good for a bug out situation where you got to get some hot water and make a shower. The parts are pretty simple. All the stuff you can be bought at Home Depot. This is a faucet spray head. Okay. This is the replacement faucet hose for your side spray. I don't know if you have one of those kitchen sinks that has the hot, cold, and a little hand sprayer. That's really what this fitting stuff is here. Just for the side sprayer. Over here you need a brass hose barb, 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch. A tiny little hose clamp. And this is optional, plumber's tape. You don't really need this. I just kind of, whenever it comes to putting brass against brass fitting, I use a little plumber's tape just to make sure. The pressures that you're going to be generating in this thing are nowhere near enough to explode anything. So let me show you what I got here. And yes, I already painted it black. There's two reasons for that. There's one reason for it, but this can be done two different ways. The reason is, if you stick this outside with some water in it, it'll get nice and hot, and black insulates it. You know, this was just a $5 plastic clear, veggie sprayer or, garden sprayer type thing where you spray the weeds in your backyard with weed killer. This is a brand new unit. It's never had anything in it. They sell these for Walmart. You can buy them at $5. They sell them at Target for like $14 for the 2-gallon ones. This is a 2-gallon one. So I just capped everything off, took this off, spray painted it black. Didn't even do a very neat job because, as you can see, it ran everywhere. But it works. This is your pressure release valve. Not all of them will have this. This is just something this has, and it makes it a little easier to take the top off too. So basically what I've done is removed this end piece, the actual sprayer, from the end here. Now you screw this in, back like you would normally, with the tube in it all the way down. Alright, so let's get to building this thing. Now the first thing I did was take off this plastic washer. It goes over the end of the sprayer here. You're not going to be using this part, so I just took it off. Okay? You want to put your hose clamp on over here. Okay? That'll come into play later once you put your little hose barb, your brass hose barb, in there. Now I'm just going to fit this in here. Actually, the fitting on this is rather tight, so you really probably don't need a hose clamp. But again, I'm building this to stay together for a good long time, so I want it to be nice and tight. I'm trying to get it flush. You don't really need to get it flush. When I build projects, I'm just a perfectionist. It's like I got to get it just right. That's close enough, though. All right, so we're going to take our hose clamp, run it down here over our hose barb, and tighten it up. And I hope this screwdriver is small enough. It is. You want to make sure to get a really small hose clamp. The Home Depot I went to, they tried to give me a hose clamp that was way too big, insisting it'll shrink down, it'll shrink down. Nah, I wanted to get a nice small one. Okay. Try to push that on there straight. And again, the pressures generated by this are not going to blow this stuff up. But again, it's not going to pop it out. But when I build stuff, I kind of like to build it, kind of like to overbuild it, just to make sure it's in there good. All right, so there you go. You got that part done. Now you're going to take your hose, your replacement hose. Okay. Real simple here. And like I said, this is awesome for not only, disaster and survival use, but it's great for just everyday, if you're out camping and you want to have yourself a nice hot shower. And it's kind of a passive thing. I mean, I can fill this up with water, set it somewhere in the sun, and forget about it. I can also boil water and put it in here, and heck, it'll be just fine. Although you probably don't want to boil the water. you probably want to just kind of let it be a little warm. And especially where I am, see, this is again where you come into prepping for your climate. Where I am in Nevada, I can set this out on a winter's day, and by the end of the day I'll have a nice hot shower. So I put a little plumber's tape. For those of you unfamiliar with this, it's kind of a very thin plastic tape that molds around brass and fittings really well. So when you put the two together, it kind of gives it that extra seal. All right. Now let's make sure I'm still on the camera. There's your end. This might be a little bit more difficult because I put the tape on. No, actually it's going right on. And again, you know, if you don't want to get the plumber's tape and you don't want to get the hose clamp, you know, you're not really generating tons of PSI in this thing. You're just making enough to give yourself a nice shower. So there's your connection, okay? And there's your hose. This is your faucet head. Now I bought the cheapest one on this one because, I mean, it's just a faucet head. They had some there from Moen that were like $23. I'm like, I don't need luxury when I'm out camping. Whoops. What part I just took off that went flying is this piece here, essentially. They give you two of them. So, this is the easiest part right here. That you want to get on good and tight. And there you go. You move this junk out of the way here. You got yourself a pressurized shower. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut off the camera, fill this guy up with water, come back and show you how it works. All right, so I filled it up about halfway. Gave it about 30 or 40 pumps. You're going to have to pump a little bit longer than normal because you have a longer cord that it has to get up in. You know, you have to build up the pressure a little bit higher. As you can see, that works darn good. It's just a matter of giving it some pressure, like that. There you go. Wash dishes, take a shower, whatever. And all you got to do is really leave it outside. And you have some warmth from the canister of it sitting in the sun. And the black will hold it in really well. So anyway, that's it. That's the kind of pressurized, improvised, outdoor emergency shower. Thanks for watching.